yeah, I'm selling my house, but my son, is taking care of it, of course, because the power of attorney was under his son's name. So I'm like, okay,
There you
so get me his name and number, and then she gave me name and number, and I called them. So I built a little bit of rapport, with him, and he thinks I feel that he's not in a rush to sell it, because his mom lives at the house. She's older. I think he wants to move her
go.
with
Okay.
him, but it's just a situation where he's not in a rush. So I'm just marinating him, like I'm calling him. He asked for 320K. The house is only worth 260. So I put some comps and I'm like, yeah, I don't know if I can do that. Did you so I kind of talked to him and I sent him an email, just to with the comps. But basically, I'm gonna follow up with him next week and see if I can do maybe a lease option. Maybe he's not ready for to sell it now.
How
Maybe
much did you need to get? How much do you want to get for it?
he want like 320. The house is worth 260 on Zillow.
On Zillow. Okay. I
Yeah,
get you.
so
Yeah, that's the way that that's the. You might want to talk to the mom again.
yeah.
Give him a cash offer. Throw him a cash offer. I got one locked up for, well, that one that I told you for 11.5. I think I'll probably sell it for like 33,
Good.
33, 34. And again, they came back to me as far as can everybody hear me? So we're going crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So they came back. He called me yesterday and he said, well, we have another buyer. Oh, definitely again. No, yeah, definitely. If you have another buyer, definitely again. I don't need to buy yours again. I want to, but I don't need to. Like I'm right now. I'm at a project. I told him yesterday. He's like, oh, so I pushed him away.
Hmm.
I don't need your house. And he's like, well, the other buyer still doesn't have the financing. No, it happens, but it's better for me to sell it to someone that's gonna live there and appreciate it um, more than I do. Again, I'm gonna buy it as an investment. I can definitely buy it quick, but again, I don't want to rush you. I pushed him out like 3 times. Like, no, you know what, Arturo, we're gonna go ahead and make a we're gonna go ahead and sell it to you.
Hmm.
Now he had to sell me on the deal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Makes
I
sense.
always I always push them away. Sorry guys, today I'm indoors. I had a long night yesterday. It was crazy. I all I had today was Starbucks and donuts, man. I have
Hmm. What happened yesterday? You got to stop partying, man.
you see that's only no, not I wish it was that. It's some other illness that I had. I couldn't go to sleep. So I
Oh,
woke up. I literally woke up like around 5 in the morning. I was like, nah, I'm gonna be just tossing around in my bed. I like get up, and but this morning, right, like around 9, I was dragging, like, oh shoot. So I,
yeah.
I I went to Starbucks. I got myself a double shot of espresso and some donuts. Again, comfort food. And my eyes. That's why I'm indoors and I'm gonna have my glasses on because again, you still gotta look a little bit respectful for you guys.
Uh, yeah, nah, you look good,
Crazy
man. You look
man,
good.
crazy,
Um,
but
with
I enjoy it though.
with the I got a question about the foreclosures, right? In
What
regard to
about
foreclosures. So I did dip dive into it, and I started calling these people. I'm having some challenge in getting on hold of them. I don't know if it's the skip tracing. I use, single skips, the websites. I don't know if it's the single skip tracing or what it is, but these people, they don't respond the phone, man. I don't know if they change the number because they get like foreclosed on. So any ideas on that?
It happens again with Michael's software. Again, I have noticed a lot of bad connections as far as numbers. But again, remember, all we want is a conversation. Someone to hears us out, and then we ask, hey, what's going on? Do you have a house for sale or something like that? You know what I mean? So even with people that don't that they're you have the wrong information, sell them. You know what I mean? The more people that know about when you're buying houses, the more your word gets out there. And if it's a local number, it's your marketing. somewhere down the road, those people are gonna either gotta buy a house and sell the one they have, or want to be a cash buyer, or want to be a buyer. They have already a house that they want to look at as far as to purchase, and you just connect those people up.
Right.
Again, because again, let me show you this.
But to get like in contact with them, right? With the person that is
best way is to mail them a letter, man.
Okay.
Mail them a letter. If you're local, go knock on the door. Again, be gutful. Go knock on the door. Hey, I always say, again, David knows. Hey, my boss sent me over here. My boss. I always put it in my boss. Yeah. My boss is an asshole, man. But again, I gotta get those $10 because again, that's how my baby is. You know what I mean? That's the way you talk to people. You know what? My boss sent me over here. I do apologize for knocking on doors. Like, you're not the first door that I knock up today, and you're not gonna be the last one. I got 6 more to knock on them. And again, the first one, they almost chased the dog on me. But I hope you're not that bad with me. I'm just doing my job. You see, that creates empathy. They have empathy for you, and they're like, you know what? Let me not treat this guy rudely. Again, they know they're foreclosed on their house. They know they're past due. They know there's people gonna be calling them. But the disconnect is that a lot of people, they get a bad number, and they're like, they blame the data. I get a bad number, I get a letter and mail it. They don't answer me, then I go knock on the door. Hey, what's going on? Did you get that house fixed? Again, my boss keeps on bothering me about this house, and I already told them that I try to reach you, no answer. I already told them that I mailed you a letter, no answer. I already told them that I came to knock once, and you didn't even answer me. Again, I apologize, but my boss is real. Who's your boss? Oh yeah, his name is Robert. Let me talk to him. Well, perfect. Well, before I even do that, he's upset at me because I haven't reached out to you. He's gonna be more upset at me if you're not interested in selling. Again, you're not. Again, I don't want to bother taking your time, because then he's gonna get upset at me because he says the only way that I talk to a seller, Ace, is they're interested in selling. So unless you lie to me if you want to, ma'am, tell me, you know what? Yes, Ace, I wanna sell to your house, and then I'll patch you over to him. But again, if you're not interested in selling it, again, I don't want to waste your time, and I don't want to get in trouble.
Right.
So it's all about being able to think on your toes, and again, even if it's a bad number, they have a house. When I got my life insurance license, it's not that person that you want to sell. It's the one that's behind him. It's what's his network like. His brother has 5 friends, and then his 5 friends have another 5 friends each. By the time you know, it's a whole web of people. And if you create good rapport and they get to hear you out, again, you're just doing your job. We're trying to look for a house. We're trying to look for this house. We're trying to look for this seller. By the time you know it, they already heard 5 minutes of what we do. And if anything happens, they call you. Throw that, yeah, my boss actually pays for referrals. I know this is totally out of the blue. First of all, it's wrong information, but I'm still here in front of you. Again, I still got to make my boss proud as far as that I told you that he's still buying in. And if you do have a house that you know if somebody has a house, he does pay for commission for what's called for referrals. But yeah, again, data, it's as good at the best data you can get is knocking on the door. That's the best data. Of course, something it feels good for us just to dial, it's a bad number. And we feel good, we did our part. Like when I play soccer, I did my part. Yeah, but if we don't win, who cares? You do your part. In this business, we have to do our part, but also make sure that we reach the goal. I need to get in contact with that seller. I don't know if those people that you try and reach out, they were local, they're out of your area. Go on Craigslist, put a Craigslist. Hey, I need somebody to go knock on the door. $10. $10 can make you 50K. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Again, because if you can't find them, I bet you those people that are virtual as well, they're getting the same data as you, because most likely all data facing companies, they're kind of all the same. So if you do that extra step and actually going out and reach out to somebody there by physically knocking on the door, man, that gets you above the game.
Right.
What's up, guys? Any other questions, guys? How's everybody doing? Anybody got any deals locked up this week?
What about probates? Do you get those from the county sites as well?
Yeah, there's some for probates. You might gonna look. Well, you might have access to death certificates in your area. You have to look for them. You know what I mean?
For different what?
Death certificates.
Okay.
People that pass. Some counties have a notification. Some counties have actually the actual death certificate, depending on how much information they're willing to put out there for the public.
Okay, that's how they call it on the counties, right? Death certificates. Okay.
Death certificates. My hacker guy that I know, he gets people that died. They have properties behind them. So those are the ones that are they're pre-probates. They just passed away. There's a property. They haven't even gone through the process of the probate.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, again, it's this is one of the things that's why it's so great to be in the gut. It's because you can have tons of leads or tons of conversations, but you have to have the right conversation. You have to have the right conversation so they can hear you. If someone feels empathy for you, they'll let you talk. But while you're talking, you laying down your little crumbs, and they're hearing you. And maybe there's some words that you will say will trigger them. You know what? Actually, we are interested in selling. Like the one that I was telling, I was trying. Hey, yes, is this the owner of the house there on Main Street? It's like, who's this? Yeah, the one that got broken into yesterday. What are you talking about? Wait a second. And you shuffle something. Oh no, sorry, ma'am, not yours. The one behind you. See, what happened is that my boss, I think somebody called him about a vacant house, and he drove an area behind your house, and he actually recorded some guy breaking in. He called the cops, and they were able to the guy left, but able to secure the house. And then he kept on driving the area. Again, he's an investor who's looking for another house, and he saw yours, and he told me to call you to see if you're interested in selling. You see, they get intrigued. If it's a vacant house, like a driving for dollars house that you did, and it's vacant, they're like, oh shit, it is true. My house is vacant. My house might be the next one that gets broken into. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's all about triggering something, their emotion, either fear or what's it called? Either fear or love. If it's fear, people make decisions right away when they're fearful. The same thing when they're in love. It's kind of like the love-hate kind of thing. What's going on, guys? Hey, you're walking, Jaime?
Arturo, I got a question.
I would prefer eating a donut than walking, but I had to do the walking.
Trust me, dude. I don't eat. If you wanted to kill me, put something in a donut and shit. I'll eat it with gracefulness.
Done.
Sorry, Dave. Go ahead, David.
When the county boards up a property, the owner, the one that we're dealing with right now, he thinks that there's no liens. Or I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lien on it placed, or taxes or something placed on it because the county went and boarded it up. So the only way that I'm going to find out is when we run title on it, right?
Correct. Well, let me see. Is your county available online? I don't remember. Hold on.
It is, but I ran the lot block section number. Nothing came up. But they did all that. The county put all those things.
How long ago did they do the boarding up?
I'd have to look at the notice that's put up there on there.
Because in my area, they'll board it up. They'll send you a letter first to pay it, and if not, they'll record a lien on it against the property.
So maybe it's just not recorded.
Maybe not. It's not recorded yet. Yeah.
Well, how much is that usually over there in Texas?
I know for cutting grass, it's like $100. Something for boarding up a house, maybe $200. $100 for the lumber and $100 for the guy.
So now, with the amount that we agree on to buy from him, does that he still gets that, or that's going to be that minus whatever?
It gets reduced from there because it's his responsibility, liens and taxes are his
Okay.
responsibility, unless we get a golden deal where, you know what, sir, if we find out the title tells us, hey guys, it's 5,000 worth of fees in liens, and we're making a 50K assignment, shit, we'll pay for it.
Okay.
You know what I
Okay.
mean? What's going on, guys? Anybody lock up a deal this week or got paid this week?
Not yet. Arturo, how many deals can you do before you get overwhelmed yourself?
I'm at 48.
Now, how many deals can you
but-
do at once?
Oh, at once? Again, they don't all. Again, I wish they all close when, let's say you book it, you lock it up, and they close in 20 days. They don't. So, some take longer. The only thing that I can tell you is be organized. Again, have a great rapport with the title company. Have a great rapport for the buyers. Have a great rapport with the sellers.
Right.
And again, have a little book where you're organized. But you need to worry about getting that first deal. That's one of the, again, your energy. If you have any energy in your body, it's getting that first deal. Again, don't worry about how many overwhelm myself in that, because again, we don't have that much energy throughout the day. We only have a certain amount of energy that we have. Again, so you want to focus, you know what? Get a deal, get a deal, get a deal. You wake up, get a deal, get a deal, get a deal. When I put the stickers, get a deal, get a deal. When I close a deal, get a deal, get another deal, get a deal.
Right.
You know what I mean? Again, be focused about that, because again, I was, the reason I'm telling you this, Mag, I was like that. I wanted to know what happens next, what happened next. And I was diluting my energy into different areas that I didn't even have a deal. I couldn't even worry about taxes if I didn't have a deal. Couldn't even worry about an LLC if I didn't have a deal. Who cares?
Yeah.
What are they gonna sue me for? They're gonna sue me for my car that I still owe. They're gonna sue me for this that I still paying for. So again, once you're making money and you get the hang of it, once you're making money, first of all, and once you can repeat it, you prove the concept, and then you made a system that can repeat it, then you start focusing, okay, I need to do this and do this and do this and do this and do this. So anybody else lock up a deal this week or close the deal?
Arturo.
But we're gonna
What do you-
close on one. We're gonna close on one on Wednesday. So
Great job, man. Great job.
pretty stoked.
What type of lead? What type of deal was that? What type of lead and how did the conversation go?
That was a like a skip trace kind of deal, vacant house in Northern California. Actually, Connor, who's my partner, my son, he pretty much did the whole deal. So this will be his first deal that he's actually done from pretty much start to finish. So, with the trying to help him with all the other, dealing with the title companies and all that stuff. So
Is the deal a virtual deal or a physical deal?
yeah, it's a virtual deal. So,
Man, I wish I could be like you guys. Something's wrong with my head that I can't freaking get over that. I am gonna get over that. Trust me.
it's
I mean,
pretty easy, I mean, what do you think your biggest challenge is with it?
It's just mentally. It's just I still again wait. I hired a VA for cold calling, and I have data points. I probably have like around 700,000 data points nationwide.
What do you mean by
hire
that?
this?
What do you mean by data?
Lead.
Okay.
Records of people either going to be vacant houses, low credit, low income, past due, pre-foreclosures, niche lead. I have all this pool data, and I'm gonna hire a VA, do your initial calls, and wherever they land, I'm gonna get them. If it's Texas, if it's Louisiana, if it's California, again, anywhere. So that's my next year. So yeah. I'm gonna reduce the hours on my current VA because she's not that great. She wants me to pay her $650 for calling, and she's not that great of a caller. Right. So I'm gonna reduce her to doing my menial stuff and my follow-ups and my Facebook Gorilla guys. I know Curtis had a great success with that. I'm starting to get a lot of success in my area for the Facebook Gorilla. I guess the algorithm, it just took a little bit to start compounding on itself, and people seeing your leads, your your messages. So that was working a lot for me. But yeah, so I hired a cold caller, $650 an hour, part-time, 500 and something a month to get it done. So I gave her my send call. Hey, go ahead, go get those leads, do whatever you want, give me a deed, and then I'll call it. And I'm putting myself on the line. I'm getting a deal virtual. I have to. It's crazy how it's just mental. And the thing is that I am aware that I can't. So what can I do? Well, let me get a lead that's out there that's 50K. I'm gonna try to do it because it's money on the line. You know what I mean? So yeah, congrats to you and your son, man. That's something that I wish I had the skill or the courage and the.
Somebody had said this to me before. They go, look, if you're doing a deal across town and you never go to it, then that's a virtual deal. Yep. Which like that just like lit, a light bulb came on. Like, okay, yeah, it's pretty much all the same thing. So. And we've done, that deal up there. It's like 100 miles away, so we could drive up to it, but there's no reason to. So
I get you. So yeah, man, that's great that you guys lock it up. Hopefully I can get one locked up and go from there. Let me show you what this lady is she's giving me on the, what's it called? You were gonna see something, David?
Yeah, what do you do when you have a vacant that's there are no heirs? How do you get the property?
Well, there has to be somebody.
You can't get in touch with them. You've tried. What do you do?
Think? I've done it before, and I told you guys how to do it before. What do you guys think?
Heir of affidavit?
Nope. Nope. The only thing you want is you want to be in contact with somebody that has some type of interest in that. I've done it before.
So let me chime in here as a licensed agent. A property that has no will, the person dies intestate, and there are no heirs, the property escheats to the state. So the state will become the owner. How you buy that house from the state, I can't tell you.
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
There might be somebody. I think David just wants, like, he doesn't find anything. I think most likely there's somebody that has interest in that house. So what I would do, David, buy a $5 for sale by owner sign, put it in front of the yard, put your number. Somebody is going to call somebody that owns that house. That was a nephew, that was a cousin, that was somebody of that. And you're gonna get two types of calls. It's gonna be someone that wants to buy that house, and this is how a conversation goes. Oh yeah, that house on Main Street. Yeah, I think I'm just the answering company. What we're doing, we're taking just your max cash offers, and then once I turn it in, and they'll call whoever has the best offer. What do you want to offer in that house? Okay. So that you don't say that you have another contract. You don't say nothing, and you're just taking offers. I'm not selling anything. So look at my words. What type of offers you guys are offering? And if it says, well, actually, I'm the owner, or I'm the cousin of, oh, you know what? I am just an answering company, but I do have some notes here saying that the marketing company that does these things for my boss couldn't get a hold of the owner. So again, sometimes they go crazy, and they did that so that the owner can call them. I do apologize for the miscommunication, but since you are the owner, or you know the owner, let me go ahead and patch you to my boss so that he can talk to him, and he'll apologize for what happened of pulling a for sale by owner sign, and he'll make sure that he calls the company locally to remove that for sale by owner sign. But that's great that we actually got a hold of you.
Okay. And if you find somebody that wants no interest in it, like they're like, yeah, that was my cousin, whatever, then what do you do at that point? So let's say
it's somebody that's in the title, right? It's a nephew of somebody, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, perfect. So what I'm hearing is that you want no interest, right? Well, in order for us to do something, we have to have some type of agreement where you allow us to be an interested party in that. Are you okay in signing an agreement saying that you are allowing me, David, to be able to purchase this house, and with you having to do anything without $1, and I'll do everything else? Is that what you're telling me? And if it is, okay, perfect. What's your email or where can we meet?
You know what?
Now, if they don't want to do anything, if they don't want to, you know what? I don't want, then you're literally like Anthony said, you're screwed. You've got to wait for the city to get it back.
You know what I've done also? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What I've done also is that I've Googled the address, and sometimes it will say if the person has died and the obituary. And then if there's, like I found one that there was an article in the newspaper about what happened. So it gave all the heirs, you know, and the obituaries will give the heirs too sometimes. So I've also done that and then skip trace those people and see if I can get in touch with them.
That's true. That works as well. For me,
see, I found one, but the address, I skip traced the address where they are in like North Carolina, not there anymore.
Yeah. If I was you, man, just buy a $5 sign, put it for sale by owner. Trust me. I'll give it 3 days and I can put $20 on it. Somebody's gonna call you that owns that house or knows the owner of that house. Trust me, it has happened to me. And I think I had recorded that call. On how to exactly what I'm telling you guys is that the guy called me and he said, "Are you guys interested in you guys selling that house?" Like, yeah, well, actually, I always say, you see, I'm not the owner, I'm not the CEO of the company. I'm just the answering company. What I was hired to do is to take what cash offer you guys can do for that house and the name. I'll turn it into my boss. He said, "Well, that's not even your house." "Oh, you know, are you the owner?" I said to the seller. Yeah, I'm the owner. "Okay, you know what? I do apologize, but I do have notes here." What happened, I think, is that the marketing company got a little bit aggressive because they couldn't get a hold of you. But you know what? Before I give you any more misinformation, I'm gonna make sure my boss calls you right now. "Are you available here in the next 20 minutes? "Yes." Click, and then I call them from my phone. "Hey, this is again, I apologize. I just got a call from Ryan saying that you were the actual owner. What happened is I pay my marketing company a lot of money, and sometimes I do get upset because they can't get a hold of the house owner. And again, sometimes they do crazy stuff like that, like put them for sale by signing in your house. But again, I'll make sure I'll call them right now, and I do apologize for that again. But again, since you did call me back again, what's going on? Again, I ship right away into the house. What's going on? That house again. That's a great area. Again, you can flip that house. How come you haven't done anything with that house? Are you even interested in selling it?" "Well, who the fuck told you I want to sell it?" "Well, nobody." Again, I'm just driving the area. Again, people call me that there's houses that in that area that it's a hot area to flip. But again, well, yeah, I'm not selling. "You know what? Perfect. I do apologize for the inconvenience. You have a good day." Boom, click. Add it to Podio. That's what I do in 3 months. I follow up. Exactly. Now it's a warm lead. "Hey, yeah, hey, this is Tony." "Yeah, Tony. Yeah, I was the guy that put up for sale by owner on your house. Remember?" "Yeah. Hey, what's going on? My guy passed by there yesterday. It's the same situation. Are you just happy paying taxes or what?" They're like, "Nah, you know what? Nobody wants to pay taxes." But now it's a warm lead. And then it's either they're gonna flip it or they're gonna sell it to you. Or the guy's gonna die. But again, this is where the guts helps you be thinking on your toes. Don't let people pee on you and call it rain, like Claude says. And being able to be sharp and being gorilla. It's not just and being gutsful. It's not only just in the phone. It's knocking on the door. It's putting a for sale by owner sign. Knowing how to answer the for sale. Again, when it's time for you to apologize, you apologize. "You know what? I do apologize," and you blame it on your marketing company. You know what I mean? I do apologize for that.
And what is that agreement? That's not a regular purchase and sale agreement. If you were able to get in touch with them, what type of agreement is that?
It's the same. Like if they're interested in selling it, it's a purchase and sale agreement.
But they're not. Let's say they're not even on title.
Oh,
they're no.
With that agreement, it's the same thing. It gets your foot in the door.
So you have them sign a regular purchase and sale agreement,
and then you turn that document to the title company, and then they tell you, "You know what, David, you need this and this and this." Perfect. Let me go ahead, have the guy sign it. But you already have your foot in the door.
All right. So I'm an attorney state, so it's got to go to an attorney, and then the attorney gives it to the title.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now this document do this.
This property is in foreclosure, big time, also. So that's why I'm pretty interested. I drive past it like every other day.
Yeah, like we can file once they agree to play ball. We know the payoff, we know the condition, we know what it can be worth. We have access to the insight. If we can get all this in one day and work, sign an agreement, let's look for an attorney, a pre-foreclosure protection attorney in your zip code. I bet.
Okay, I have one actually.
Even the attorney, the closing attorney might better work. And all we do is file the TRO. Well, before that, we get a power of attorney for the seller on our behalf. We do the agreement, so they don't go back on it. We do a deed transfer to us. We don't record it though, so that we have title to it and everything. And you know what? You're gonna get 5K consideration once we save this deal. You're getting 5K, or you're getting 1K or 7K or something.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Thanks. I appreciate it.
Definitely, man. What's going on, Vernon? How's your area going? You're muted, brother. There you go.
Yeah, I just sent out 40 Christmas cards for the power of attorney. I sent them out I think Monday.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Were you able to, again, that power of attorney is great for that. Skip visit, call it, knock on the doors. Again, those are great. People don't even know about those leads. But they, like Max said, they do want to sell. You just gotta target them.
You skip trace those too? You call them too, or you just send the postcard?
Yeah, I do everything. Yeah, because let's say they don't answer the postcard, the first one, and they don't answer the second one. Just call them.
All right, then I'm probably gonna call them tomorrow. I got like 30. Well, I got 36 to send out more, but tomorrow I scraped the county. And I'm probably going to get some more for this week, maybe about 3, 4, 5, 10 more for this week.
There you go, man. All you need is one. Like mine, I think it was my first batch. I got 19K. So I know for a fact those work. You just send them the lead, talk to him right, lock it up, and sell it.
I've been doing I had 2 short sales, and I just finally had one break loose. So I'm supposed to close on it on the 4th of January. But I had it since June. Since June. That's how long it took to close.
I see that that takes an extra set of brain skills to be able to do a short sale.
Yeah, and the banks are playing real tough now too. They're not even trying to really give you real good discounts.
Okay. So let me ask you this. Pre-foreclosure property, 10 months past due, loan for 245. I have an inspection report that says that it needs 90K in work. It's on pre-foreclosure protection, so they're not gonna take it. How would the negotiation go to the bank? Of course, I'm not letting the bank have access to the house.
Okay, see, that's a good thing. I never thought about that. You're not letting the bank have access to the house, because if you let the banks have access to the house, they're going to take pictures, go to Zillow, and okay, we're going to give you very, very small discount.
Yeah.
That not letting them access to the house, that's good. That's probably something I'm probably going to try to implement. But in New Jersey, when I was an agent, I had a house that I listed for $90,000. The guy came in, bid it the whole $90,000, and then he took his attorney and his inspector and whittled down with the bank for almost like 5-6 months and got it for $35,000.
There you go. So the good thing is get an inspection with the current condition when you got it. So I have the inspection. I have a list of crazy stuff, pictures and everything.
Yeah, but not giving them access to the house is something good too. Like I started to take and put maybe about $5,000 into the house because I had what is it? What do you call it? Quick claim title to the property. I had the owner give me the title to the property, and I was going to put like $5,000 in the house, fix it up for rental condition, and rent it out for free. I mean, not for free, but rent it out and not pay anything but the the utilities that were needed to be paid. But I didn't. But I started to.
Okay. So now I have power of attorneys from both owners. I have deed to the property. I have letter of authorization. I have a letter not to contact me through phone or through mail. I'm buying a course on demand letters.
What's that? What's that?
Basically, how attorneys demand things from people they're being sued by from banks. Really
Okay.
strong.
Okay, hold up. Two things. I know you gave me the name of the course that you took for the I guess cash for keys on the foreclosures. You got to enlighten us about this demand letter stuff because over there in New Jersey, when I talked to a couple of attorneys, they want to charge me like $2,000, $3,000 just to stop the foreclosure.
Yeah. I'll buy it. That's gonna be my weekend. I'll buy it. I'll read it, and I'll put it again. I don't mind sharing to you guys.
Appreciate
remember
that.
TROs. The initial TRO, which is the way you block the foreclosure, is usually $750, which is BS. But here in Texas, an attorney has to file it. I wish I could have. If I would have, I'll file it. But you do. Usually they charge you like $2,500, but I brought it down to $1,500 per house, which is just $750 for the paperwork and $750 for the attorney.
And I believe I got an attorney that if I have the paperwork and I get him to file it, if I have to have an attorney, I can give him a few $100 and he'll do that for me.
Exactly. That's all you need. All you need an attorney to put their name, and that's it.
Yeah, but you know the foreclosure is different state to state now.
It is. But again, if you have questions about anything, let me know. And I'm still in that group that I paid the mention support.
Say that again now.
If you have questions for a specific state, again, this guy does business all over the country.
Okay.
I'll put the question in the group and I'll give you the answer. I'll even, you know what, hey, does anybody know a TRO attorney in California, a TRO attorney in this county? Again, I don't mind.
Right. Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Hit me up in the messenger for that. Yeah, I'll need that because like you can take PropStream and scrape for
Pre-foreclosures?
Yeah, pre-foreclosures, but specifically people that's that underwater in their mortgage.
Oh, upside down.
Yeah, upside down, and they will have a little bit more motivation to leave the property. You understand what I'm saying?
Those are the great ones. One of the things that he trains is that make sure that the average rent in that area for the house you're getting, it's above 2,000.
You said 2,000?
2K, yeah. The reason
why 2K?
The reason is because you want to have a big gap between the initial attorney fees that you're going to pay and again it make sure it's worth the squeeze. You know what I mean? That's what he said. I still do it in my area because my average rent is like 1,200.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Because when you start talking about rent for 2,000, that means the property got to be like like 300 something or something like that.
Yeah.
But then when you talk about 300, when you talk about 300 something for a property, you're probably talking about a different kind of customer instead of your cookie cutter.
I get you. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But again, I still do it in my area. With that, I still got the concept, but his main bread and butter is the average rent, 2,000, 2,500 bucks. Like good areas and like basically pretty houses, like in Florida and Arizona, where somebody wants to rent.
Well, I operate in New Jersey, I operate in Pennsylvania, a little bit of Delaware, but in New Jersey, in Mercer County, the rent is ridiculous.
I guess.
It's ridiculous. I mean, a property that has 4 walls, whole heat, and is in Beirut, you'll pay $1,200 for it. I mean, you'll pay $1,200 a month in rent.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's in Beirut now. Not nice and picket fence in Beirut. You'll pay $1,200.
People want to live in crazy places, right?
Right.
Oh, yeah, man. Let me get those demand letters. I'll start it with the weekend. I'll share it with you guys again.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. Because nobody really worked those, underwater, difficult to handle situations. Everybody goes after the pre-foreclosures and all that kind of stuff.
The cookie cutter ones, the easy ones. And that's where the money is at. Like for me, like in this house that I'm at right now, if I sell it as is right now, I could probably make like 100K. As is right now. I already put like 30 into it. But I'm gonna wait maybe 3 years and I can probably make another 150K. So again, learning this concept. So the reason why I was asking you, okay, how's the conversation go with the bank? I already know more or less how it goes because I used to be a lender. If you just stop them from foreclosing the property, every time they'll start negotiating with you because they don't want to have that bad loan. But if I know what's the average they drop every month, they can't sell it, then I already have that pre-knowledge before reaching.
Yeah, and see this particular one that just broke free, it was empty. They went and saw it. I had a short sale situation. They took it from they didn't take it, but they took the property and put it on an auction site, and it sat there. It didn't sell, but they were like real aggressive bankers. They were like real aggressive as far as trying to dispose of the property.
Yeah. Was it a national bank or was it a local bank?
I think it was local. I work with a realtor too, so my realtor, I got him, in my pocket too, so I can bring him a short sale. He'll make sure, that it comes to me at a reasonable price. Like he had other bids for this property, but it came to me.
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah. But yeah, then that's where I'm going towards. I know how to do it, but if I have more techniques, I'll definitely exploit those.
Oh yeah. Because I like I said, I think you scrape for the underwater properties. Nobody wants to deal with that because a lot of people don't know how to do that.
Exactly, because they're hard. They want the low-hanging fruits, and definitely, again, I can take the low-hanging fruits, but I can also negotiate the ones that I just gotta work a little bit more, but I can get a bigger chunk of money.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah.
Hey, Arturo and Ernest, Vernon.
What's going on, brother?
Question. I was listening to y'all talk, and you were talking about a lot that the bank see the profit. How can you prevent that when you send out a BPO to estimate what the value is worth? How can you prevent that from them actually seeing the profit?
BPOs are basically just drive-bys.
Okay.
Remember, they can violate you and come inside your house. A BPO is a broker's professional opinion based on the area, the outside condition. That's it. Unless you're again weak enough to tell them, yeah, come into my house, or not to say stupid enough, come into my house. You know what I mean? Yeah. Mr. X, I want access to the house. No, again, that's right now with COVID. Again, I'd rather not. Just do what you got to do on the outside.
Yeah, and when you say that, I think, as I'm going through the deal in my mind, like one, I shouldn't have put no pictures on the MSL. Two, I shouldn't have let the bank come inside either. And I probably should have had the place rented and say that the tenants were, crazy or very uncooperative, and that would have been a lot better. That probably would have prolonged this process even more. It would have helped me stay in control even more.
Yeah, that's your leverage. That's your negotiation. Like again, you hold your cards close to your heart. You don't tell them, well, I have an ace and I have a 2 and I have a king.
Yep. Yeah.
Just do your work. Again, do your work on the outside. Go BPO, drive by the area. You know what,
Yeah.
sir? I have an inspection that was done 2 months ago. Here it is. From a licensed inspector. Oh shit, this house is shitty.
Mhm.
I'm willing to give you 150K cash and take the risk. You guys take a loss, and I take over the property that you're not, it's not performing. So again, yeah, the closer you hold your cards to your chest, the better. Don't put them on the table yet.
Well, let me ask you this: when you dealing with the bank, do you go through the short sale process, or you don't even do that either?
Basically, you just send them negotiation letters.
A
You know what?
negotiation letter.
You'll wait for them to send you the demand letter, the one that says they're gonna foreclose.
Say that
Right?
again now.
The one, because first they send you the one that they're gonna, like the demand letter, Mr. Seller, you're defaulted in the last 6 months. If you don't resolve this in this day, we're gonna foreclose.
Right.
And then you don't send them anything, and then they put it on the county saying that this house is gonna get foreclosed the first Tuesday of the month. Perfect.
Right.
That's where you get your attorney to stop the foreclosure. Stop the foreclosure. Now the bank says, the bank gets slapped. Boom. Can auction it. Okay. Then you send them let me get a payoff from them. You ask your attorney, hey, request a payoff from them. Boom. They request a payoff from them. Perfect. Then the payoff doesn't work. Hey, attorney, negotiate a price. Tell them this is the condition of the house. It's not worth where it's at right now. And we're willing to negotiate, maybe cash it out at 125. Like really, really low. Even
Okay.
when
When
Go
you
ahead.
doing this, are you doing this personally, or are you doing this through a business?
no, the house itself right now, it's still under the owner's name.
Okay. Gotcha.
I have the power of attorney. right?
Gotcha.
As soon as you get that payoff amount in a letter, boom, transfer over, pay it off. Boom, you're done. Like my properties, when I do when I take over payments and then I put them out in the market and I sell them, it's always on the seller's name. Right before it's gonna close, 7 days before, I record my name. Now it's under my LLC. I hold it for like 7 days and I sell it.
Gotcha.
In case they do like an investigation, oh, nothing's changed. It's still under the seller's name.
Gotcha.
Okay? There's no investor involved. There's nobody. It's just dealing with
Gotcha.
the owner. It's little tricks.
Because when you do the short, so you never do a short sale situation.
I have not done a short sale situation.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you just operate as the owner with power of attorney, and you're negotiating with the bank to get a payoff.
Yep. And that's
you
why
prolong. Go ahead.
that's why we send them no phone communication. Everything through mail. Don't reach out to me. I'm sending you a certified letter saying they never contact me via phone. I have it for my records. There's your records. There's my attorney's office. Everything has to be have it done through mail. Don't come by my house. Don't call me. If you want to reach out to me, I had seek legal advice. Call me through my attorney. Reach out to me by letter to my attorney. So again, you're just basically slapping the bank, and especially if it's like a national bank,
Mm-hmm.
they don't really care. They rather, you know what? It's like back then the life insurance agencies, they will used to deny 3 or 4 times your claim, and if you apply it the 5th time, they'll approve it just simply like nothing. And then that was a malpractice on their behalf. That's the bank. Try to foreclose, couldn't. Try to foreclose, couldn't. Try to foreclose, couldn't. Shit, let's negotiate. But you have to have your tools. This house, look at the inspection report. It was just done 2 months ago. Look at the condition.
So you don't even do the foreclosure process at all.
Nope. You just block it, and then as soon as
not the foreclosure process, but the short sale process at all.
I've never done it. I've done it where I can negotiate, and then as soon as I get that document saying that it's the payoff from the bank, that means that's something that's value to me. Then I you know what, I'm gonna buy it, transfer it over from the payoff, have the, I even actually just signed it, the seller's gonna sell it to my LLC. I'll sign it because I have the power of attorney. And go from there. So this is what the importance of digging into your county and looking at what documents get recorded so you know which document does the what. And it's simple as just printing the document and typing it out. This document does this. That's how I got the power of attorneys here in my area. They'll probably charge you like $100 for one power of attorney to draft it, and it's BS because basically all you do is copy and paste and print it out. But most people, they see that an attorney has to do a power of attorney, so they go pay $100 to get a power of attorney. That's when I negotiate with sellers. You know what? I'll pay for the power of attorney. That's usually $350. I'll pay for the deed of trust. That's another $300. I'll pay for the affidavit of heirship. That's another $400 because I already know how to do all those documents. I'll pay for the release of lien. That's another $200. And if I don't know how to do it, I'll just look for one in the county. Search for release of liens. Okay, okay. It has to have this. 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 Boom. Send it to the release company. Boom. Sign it. Record it. You go record it in your county. Here. Done. So remember. Go ahead.
So I know you told me you have one VA. Your VA is from the Philippines, or is your VA from Canada?
Philippines.
Philippines. Yeah. Justin says he has closers from Canada.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. What I'm hiring right now, I'm hiring a cold caller. In my area, there's a lot bilingual.
Okay. Okay.
So they're from Honduras, I think.
Honduras?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
They're patriots, but they're living in Honduras.
Okay.
And I was pulling nails, man. It's $6.50 an hour. I'm like, damn it, it's a lot of money. But again, let me do it going back. I'm gonna do it for 6 months. So I'm willing to spend like $3,000 worth of seed money to see if they give me. If I get one deal, I know if I get one deal, I can make 10K. I know that for a fact. So again, I'm just seeking one deal. If they gave me more, perfect. And the thing about Justin, like just look at my KPIs from last year, my KPI from this year, my closing percentage went up.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey guys, can I chime in on an unrelated subject here?
Go ahead,
Anthony. You want a donut?
Who was it that's over in New Jersey?
I am.
How you doing, Vernon?
Good.
So I'm a mortgage broker. I specialize in mortgages for non-owner occupied properties for investors and commercial loans. I closed a loan in Passaic County a few weeks ago. Just a heads up, it took us over 30 days just to get title work back because of COVID. Right. So you're definitely going to want to extend your contracts due to COVID in New Jersey.
Right.
And I got to tell you, it's an expensive state to close it. I mean, just the basic closing costs were $2,200.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just title work, title company fees, all that fun stuff, title insurance.
Yeah.
And like I said, they had the nerve to make us wait a month and 4 days to get title search back.
Right. I closed a property in Lancaster, PA, and it's a wholesale deal. 3 weeks. 3 weeks. 3 weeks. Title, close, everything. Easy peasy.
That's not bad.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
go ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish, Vern.
Yeah, I tell everybody about New Jersey. New Jersey basically is divided up in thirds. You have North Jersey, South Jersey, and then you have the shore. North Jersey, basically from half of Mercer County on up, very, 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 very expensive. Very expensive. For everything. You name it, it's expensive. Whatever you name, it's expensive. Whatever.
Same thing here in Connecticut. This is little Moscow here as well. But hey, I had a weird one. I was talking to Justin about this morning. I was supposed to close last Friday, and a title issue came up. Now, this is the weirdest thing. Back in 2000, there was a trust deed that was filed in August, In October, a release deed was filed. In 2004, the bank foreclosed on the owners.
Mhm.
My seller bought it in 2005 at an auction. Went through the whole title process, everything, closed on it. Now we find out that it was an illegal foreclosure because the deed had been released. So we're trying to get to the bottom of it. Either there was a document that never got recorded afterward, or somebody at the bank really dropped the ball and released a lien that they shouldn't have. So here I am with a nice deal, $13,500, fee waiting in the lurch, and I can't do a thing about it till we get to the bottom of the title work. So
Yeah, New Jersey is notorious for not having the lien. Have people, the people with the lien don't sign the notice that the lien is paid in full. Notorious.
I should have specified this deal is in Mississippi, but
Oh, okay. My bad,
it just goes to show you that all kinds of weird shit can pop up and screw up your deals.
It happens in every
Absolutely.
county. It happens in every county. But if you're good, and if you're, again, going back to knowing your county, there's a lot, again, there's sometimes, if you look at your counties, there's some paperwork where the lien holder has to record a document to create a precedent saying that we lost the lien information to this property. They do that, and if you catch that, that means that property is free. And if you can reach out to the seller or to the owner of that house, saying, you know what, by the way, they lost your information as far as your contract. So if you have a good attorney, you might get that property for free. Or I can pay for the attorney and get something done. But I've seen those documents where the originator of the loan sold it somewhere down the line, they lost the whole set of documents. So they only have a verbal saying, oh yeah, I'm the owner. So they have to record a deed saying to disclose to the county. It's like you file a notice and then nobody claims it, then it's free. It's like those people that were doing the squatters. They were recording deeds. They're the owners, and nobody came back. After 2 years, they became the owners.
Yeah, 25 years, you own it.
Yep, that's what it is in New Jersey. 25 years. Yep.
If you're sharp and you're smart and you know what you're looking for, and if you find those, and I'll show it to you because I had. Well, that's where I showed it to the coach, Coach Martin, about the cash cow pre-foreclosures. He hadn't seen that type of document saying that the actual lien holder saying to the county, hey, dude, I'm sorry, I lost the lien, but I'm still a verbal lien. I'm the legal lien holder of this property. And if nobody comes up, then after that, then it stays.
In my case, I think the bank is out of business in my case, so there's nobody to go back to. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to get a quick claim deed signed by the people that were foreclosed on. So I offered to pay, $250, maybe $500 just to get them in to sign a quick claim deed and go away quietly. But I'm waiting for one of the attorneys to work that out.
How long ago was the court action started?
I'm sorry, Steve.
How long ago did they file for foreclosure? Did they start the court action?
That was 2004, and it was foreclosed and it was purchased by my seller in 2005. So this guy has been thinking he's the owner since 2005. 15 years. So if he goes to court, I'm sure he'll win, but I want to close now. So I said, I'll just pay your original owner to come in and sign a quick claim deed.
Yeah, like in my state, quick claim deeds can issue title policy. So just checking your area, maybe it just has to be like a warranty deed, a special warranty deed.
I think that's how it is in Mercer County. You can't get insurance on that.
Yeah,
they can't get title insurance with that.
It was the title company that said to get a quick claim deed from these folks.
Oh yeah, don't rely too much on title companies. They make a lot of errors, trust me. Especially with type of documents. But yeah, just search, are quick claim deeds allowed to get title policy? because most likely your investor is gonna fix it and flip it and sell it to an in buyer, and the bank is gonna want a title policy.
So warranty deed, okay.
Warranty deed or a special warranty deed, or a general. There's three: special warranty and general warranty. General, there's 3 or 4. But yeah, again, those are crazy. Again, but I bet you nobody else knows how to work those. If you know how to work those, you make a lot of money, because a lot of those properties, people get on the contract, they can't close and they go back to the market.
Well, I already told the seller if we have to go back to court to clear the title, we're going to extend our purchase and sales agreement for the next 18 months. So,
Yeah, you know what that means, right? You know what that means, Anthony, right? For you?
it means maybe a payday months down the road after the title company goes to court and squares it away.
It means a discount, an extra
Oh.
5K discount.
I don't think there's much more I could skim off of this house. I bought it for
How big is the- how much is the
$9,500.
purchase price? What's the purchase price on it, Anthony?
$9,500.
Oh shit, no.
The asking price was $44,000.
Hey, but you're getting 13K, so that's a good assignment fee there.
Yeah, I have a buyer at 23, for a quick, easy deal, but it didn't turn out to be quick and easy.
But yeah, like I recommend you like learning how the county works, what documents are for what. And if you're sharp, you can speed it up. You literally tell a title company, do this document. Oh, I can. Ask your underwriter. Okay, yes, we can. Do this document. Oh, we can. Ask your underwriter. Oh, yeah, we can. Because literally the title company, the escrow agents, they're not the sharpest knife in the shed.
Well, my buyer came back and he said, there's a vacant house next door. Find out if your seller owns it. Well, it turns out my seller told me who owns it, and I'm working on getting it under contract. So there's another vacant with 39 acres that my buyer wants.
There you go, man. There you go. So it was that deal it was this headache that might get you a bigger payday.
It's funny where you get deals from too. In other businesses, I never really told people what I do. I don't introduce myself. I don't hand out business cards. But in real estate investing, I tell everybody what I do. And you're surprised at who owns a house and wants to sell it.
You're surprised, yeah. You'll be surprised. But I was like I tell you guys, it's just talking. You use that rule, that three foot rule. Anybody within 3 feet, you tell them what you do. I make money with houses.
You're in
Simple.
Florida, right?
Who are you pointing at, Steve?
I'm sorry. This is all. I get on this call late, so I think the host here. I don't have his name. I don't know who's.
Oh, I'm in Texas.
You're in Texas?
Texas.
Oh, okay. I was in Florida last year, and I watched the judge give away 2 houses.
And they do that to punish the lenders.
And it was because both actions with the same attorney, 2 separate clients, the homes went into foreclosure like 10 years ago. And the bank never followed through with it. So the action started like 10 years ago. And the bank went ahead and sold the paper, and that guy sold the paper, and this guy. So there's this poor sap, this investor, that's going after these people to foreclose on this great deal of a house, first mortgage. And the attorney shows up and goes, this is out of statute. You already started the action. Well, the holder of this mortgage started the action over 10 years ago. It's out of statute. You didn't complete it. That's when the action started. The time clock ran. You're out of luck. Case dismissed. And
Wow.
Yeah. And I see that happen. It happened here in New York where I am. I've watched it in Florida. And there's a couple of actions that happened down there. One while I was sitting in the courtroom. And there was another one. Where was it? Georgia or Alabama or something like that. I was reading in the paper. So, but watch.
I know in Texas.
If you come across a foreclosure action and it started, and it's a good term, it's a good ways back, odds are you can get it out of statute and get the house.
There you go. See, I didn't know that part. So yeah, thank you for that, Steve. And in my area, there's tons of properties. There are probably 6-7 years into the pre-foreclosure status.
Well, look what the statutes are, and you're in Texas. Look what the statutes are.
Yep.
You might be able to wind up just walking in the door
It's
Ixnay,
free
Ixnay.
property. That's mine getting those free properties.
You know,
It's what you know, right? And
that's when a good, sharp attorney comes in the door and he says, "Listen, you can do this, you can do this. Don't take that on
usually
your
it's a
shoulders."
good young attorney that's aggressive. Because if you get a dinosaur, he might not work with you.
When someone was saying on here before about Jersey being expensive, come to New York. Come to Cuomo land. I'm going to contract on 2 houses now here. One is the house that I live in, and you can't imagine what it's going to cost to close this thing. It's just insane, but it is what it is.
Hey,
$6,000.
Everybody wants to escape from New York right now.
There you go.
Hey, but see, I know you older than me.
Hey, easy now.
but I'm 50. I'm 50.
That's a good down payment.
And I remember a time when they didn't call the Big Apple the Big Apple. I remember a time when they called it the Rotten Apple. I remember that.
They called it a lot of things.
Right.
It's back to, yeah, I don't know if you guys have been there recently. It's back to that. I worked there.
It's not good. Downtown Manhattan still boarded. You got people. It's not good. Not good at all. I live on Long Island. The people buying my house live down in Battery Park, which is like, I guess it's down by the financial section somewhere. And this guy's never bought a house before. He's bought all condos. And he didn't even know how to put this deal together. And he's a commercial attorney. How about this? So, I mean, what a laugh. So, I mean, we're all
Steve.
laughing. Yeah. So,
You, Nassau, Suffolk.
Nassau. I live in Nassau.
So am I. So do I.
David.
Yeah.
I might know you, David. We served jail term together. No. David,
Hey,
there he is. You belong to the rear? You belong to the rear, South Shore, up on.
Yes. With Melissa. Oh, there we go. That's what I knew you from.
Yeah, you probably got one of my books. Yeah.
How far are you guys from Bethpage?
Not far at all.
It's all together. It's not far.
Okay. I fly giant radio controlled airplanes, and a couple times a year I come out and fly at Bethpage at the big state park.
Nice. Very nice.
Nothing to do with real estate, but
it's all right. David, what's the action? What are you doing?
Wholesaling, trying to get this deal. I'm working on a deal with Arturo.
That looks like a good deal, man. That might be like a.
He's not looking to come down, man. And I'm still trying to get in touch with him. He's leaving to go out the country by Sunday.
They're all leaving to go out of the country by Sunday. Don't believe it.
It's annoying. He's you know what it is? It's crazy, Steve. I drove past this property a bunch of times, and I've been going back and forth with this guy since like January of last year.
What town is it in?
Roosevelt.
Okay, so what's the deal?
They want 224, but it needs like a gut job. So I finally get the guy to agree 220. We were trying to talk him down a little bit, but you know, it's not that big of a place.
All right, so you got a mortgage on it?
No, owns it free and clear.
So give him 220. Will he take notes?
No, he just wants out of it. He manages 2 buildings in by the Brooklyn Bridge, so he just wants his money to get out.
So he knows you're going to buy the house and flip it?
He doesn't know anything. He just wants money. That's all he wants. That's all he cares about.
Why don't you plan on just giving him all cash?
Yeah, I'm looking to flip it to like a M buyer. There's a couple people interested, but I want to see if I can get them down a little bit, but it doesn't look like it. So we're just going to have to go with the 220.
First thing you got to do is get it in contract. And if it doesn't work out, you can always beat them up. Get the contract.
I told him, I was like, I'll drive to you and bring you this contract. Let me know your schedule. He's like, oh, I'm leaving on Sunday. I'm like, all right, I'll come to you before then.
Don't sound too hungry.
Desperate.
Okay.
You're not desperate. There's plenty of homes for sale in Roosevelt, man. You're going to be driving by. Come on, it's right around. I'm in Baldwin. It's right around.
So am I.
You know, my office is on Sunrise Highway in Baldwin.
You know, I'm going to swing by. I live in Baldwin, too.
Oh, bring a gun.
You guys are neighbors and don't even know each other.
No. That's crazy. Small world.
Yeah.
Yep. Real estate brought it together.
Yeah. So call me.
Steve, I'm going to shoot you my personal details.
Just take my number down, man. I don't care if
Go ahead. I'll call you after. Go ahead.
Toll free number. Who cares? 866-779-3770. I'm having problems with this damn Apple phone today. They did an update last night. Now all of a sudden it's not working with the flying shit, but whatever. Oh, this isn't rated G, right? Okay, good.
No, shit. I like the.
I saw Jason on Monday, and he's talking about Pornhub. So I don't know. We're in good shape here, you know. So.
You're good. It's Friday. It's Friday. We can go crazy on Friday. As long as we make money, I don't mind talking shit. As long as
is this all recorded? Because I missed the first half of this thing, and I want to hear what you had to say down in Texas about this power of attorney and getting houses and all that. I mean, I throw out a big net, and I don't have a chance to really even maneuver a lot of this stuff. So I'd be interested in hearing what that's all about. But that's all good. Great.
Yeah, it's gonna be on YouTube.
Yeah, great.
So you can just watch it from the beginning. So okay, guys. Any other questions? Any deals? Anything you guys gonna talk about? Any donut? I already ate like 4 donuts just sitting here.
Whereabouts in Texas are you?
What was that?
Whereabouts in Texas are you?
San Antonio.
Oh, you know my friend Mitch.
Mitch, 1,000 houses.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sharp.
Yeah.
Sharp.
He's been around for a while.
I have 2 of his books. It's good.
You gotta buy the other 6 that he's coming out with.
I know, right? I know.
He's a real. I know him personally. He's the real deal. He's a really good guy. He's a really good guy. Yes. But there's people, I got friends of mine in Texas that are out in the country buying up just vacant land and dropping these mobile homes on them and seller financing them and making a mint, doing really well. So I'm saying,
good to know, though. That's good to know for me.
Yeah, they're doing really well. They're just buying vacant lots, you know, and they're subdividing them, I guess, and dragging in mobile homes. And they make sure they do whatever they got to do with the utilities. I don't know, man. I'm from Long Island. We don't have mobile homes yet.
I know you guys don't even know what those are.
They can't tax them enough, you know. So
yeah.
But you know, the funny thing about New York, if you look, New York is it's a large state, and over 30% of New York State's single housing is mobile homes. People don't know that.
Wow.
You wouldn't think so. Everybody thinks, it's New York City. Nah. As soon as you get up off north, you go north of 84, you're in another world. You know, so but it's all good, man. It's all good. Yeah. But this guy in Texas, there's a few of them. They're doing really well out there. I don't know. You know, looking for a new home. I selling my house, I'm getting out of New York.
Come to Texas.
Everybody says come to Texas. You guys, you're breaking away from the rest of the country now, I read this morning. You guys,
we love guns.
Wrong country.
Guns and freedom.
Yeah. Well,
that's it. Come
take it. Politics, but you're going to need extra guns soon.
Well, I have one. I have guns, so.
Yeah, you got no problem with that. That's all good.
No problem with that.
All right,
shoot first, ask second.
I gotta get control.
All right, guys.
Thank you.
Let's have a nice weekend, guys. Work, anything, let me know. Hit me up on the group, and let's have a successful weekend, guys. Be safe.
Thank you. Take care.
Likewise.